Today, we're talking about something incredible, a tool for your child's brain that you already have. And no, it's not a fancy toy or some new app. It's way simpler. It's the stories you carry around with you every single day. So let's jump right in. I love this quote because it really gets to the heart of what we're talking about. Look, we all know reading books to our kids is huge, right? But what about the magic that happens when there's no book? This is all about unlocking the storyteller that's already inside you. All you need are your memories and your voice. That's it.
So, this is the big question, isn't it? How can just talking build a child's brain? It sounds almost too easy, I know, but the science behind it is actually pretty amazing. We're going to break down exactly how your voice, just telling stories about your day, builds this incredible foundation for their memory, their thinking, and yep, even how well they'll read down the road. Okay, first things first. Let's be really clear about something. This is not about learning some complicated new skill. Not at all. It's about realizing you already have this incredible power. I mean, just think about it. Way before a kid can even recognize a letter, what are they doing? They're listening. Your voice, it's the music, the rhythm, the comfort that literally builds the foundation for how they communicate. It's like their first ever classroom, and guess what? You're the most important teacher they'll ever have. All right, so we've established that your voice is the tool. Now let's dig into the why. Why is just telling stories such a massive superpower for their development? The big idea here is something called oral language. Basically, it's everything a child learns about how stories work long before they can actually read. It's like giving them the blueprint for a story, so when they finally start to read, their brain already knows what to do with it. It's a huge head start. And check this out. This is how simple it can be. When you say something like, first we woke up, then we ate breakfast, you're not just telling them about your morning. You're actually teaching their brain about sequence, about order, about cause and effect. They're learning that things happen in a logical way. It's a huge concept, taught in the simplest way possible. And what's so cool is how these things all connect. It's like a chain reaction. When they listen better, they pick up more words, right? A bigger vocabulary. And when they practice remembering the story, their attention span gets stronger. And the best part? All of this is happening while you're just connecting. It's this warm, loving moment that ties it all together. Honestly, this might be the most important part of the whole thing. That emotional connection, that's the secret sauce. A child's brain is just wired to learn when it feels safe and loved. Your voice provides that safety. So every story isn't just a story, it's a moment for their brain to open up and grow. Okay, so maybe you're thinking, all right, I get it, this is important. But what am I supposed to talk about? I'm not a writer. Well, the good news is you don't have to be. You don't need to make up some epic fantasy. Your own life is already a library full of perfect stories. Seriously, your life is an open book. A story about when you were a kid? Perfect. That funny thing that happened at the grocery store yesterday? Gold. Even something as simple as explaining how you made dinner. For a child, these stories are fascinating, and they're meaningful because they're your stories. So let's get practical. How do you actually start? I've got a super simple exercise for you, something you can literally start tonight. All right, here's your challenge. Step 1. Pick one, just one, simple story from your day. Step 2. Tell them that same story for 3 days in a row. Yeah, repetition is your friend here. It really helps build memory. Then, step 3, on that third day, ask them to tell the story back to you. And now for the most important part, step 4, just listen. Seriously, just listen to what they come up with. Now, this part is so important. Our first instinct is to jump in and correct them, right? No, that's not what happened. But we have to fight that urge. Their goal isn't to get it perfectly right. When they change a detail or add something silly or use a new word, that's their brain working. That's them taking the story and making it their own. It's active learning right in front of you. That's it, right there. This is the learning. You just have to let it happen. Celebrate their wacky version. The whole point was never to create a perfect little copycat. It was about connection and creativity and engagement.
Okay, so you've tried it. How do you know if it's actually working? Well, don't look for some giant overnight change. Progress here is all about the little things, these small, wonderful moments.
So, be on the lookout for stuff like this. Are they listening for just a little bit longer than usual? Do they smile or gasp at the right parts? Maybe they interrupt you to ask, what happened next? Or they shout out the ending because they remember it. Every single one of those things is a huge win. That's exactly what progress looks like. And hey, don't forget to check in with yourself too. It's not just about them. At first, it might feel a little awkward, and that's okay. But pretty soon, it'll start to feel more natural. You'll find yourself remembering more details to add, and you'll start to really, really enjoy this time. That's a huge part of the success too. So, let's just wrap it all up with this. Remember, you already have everything you need. You don't need a library card or a towering stack of books to do this. You just need your voice, your memories, and a few minutes of your time. And with just that, you are literally giving them the foundation for a lifetime of learning. So I'll leave you with this thought. Just think of one little thing, one memory, one funny moment from your day. That's all it takes to start. So the only question left is, what's the first story you're going to tell?